Welcome back, everybody. EtriusRaven here, playing more Hogwarts Legacy. Just keeping the train a-rolling. Before we get started, just a quick reminder to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. And otherwise, we're just going to go ahead and get straight
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Oops. You can always tell when I've been playing a different game. Basis for what? Alright. Let's just get straight into it. Ooh, I have a talent unlocked. Alright. Wait, hold on, what is that? That doesn't look anywhere close by though. Hold on. Okay, where's this? Oh, okay, that's the pocket eating. Got it. Alright, we just need to get outside of the town. Far enough now? Oh, apparently my room has an unlimited boost. Ouch.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
That's a good sign.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
I'm not sure about this. I can't imagine they're fond of being surprised.
We don't have a choice if we want to help the Snidgets. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
That seems like a bit much.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, It will be all 3 of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him.
Yeah,
what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too.
I should have
It is a
noticed
shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned.
that. Nice.
I'll let you know what I find.
I'd rather be focused on... Yeah, probably these guys. Ooh, wait.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned.
Oh, cool. Apparently it's nice. Probably over here like this, right? Nice. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let's go. Sorry, just checking my levels. Making sure you guys can hear me just fine. Alright, I don't actually need it. Just seems like this is faster than fast traveling into Hogsmeade. Which I think is silly. You can't ride brooms or anything in Hogsmeade. I kinda get it. We're coming in hot. And now we wait.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yes.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Okay.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Revelio.
Oh, I found this, yeah. Hogsmeade. We all know what Hogsmeade is. Wait, there's more stuff. Surdwin's Precarious Cauldrons. This precariously stacked set of cauldrons outside Surdwin's advertises the shop's wares. Should we note that stacking cauldrons in this fashion, while admittedly eye-catching, is ill-advised for anyone wishing to brew a potion of any intended effect. Okay. Did I see? Hello. Here to ask you about blackmail.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Too late. Mrs. Rabe.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now,
Probably
to
is.
find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Huh, so Harlow's a
Otto Dibble
dirtbag.
works at
Who would've
Gladrags.
guessed?
I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months.
Oh my dude.
We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Does Rosie not get a say in
Thank you for telling me.
her own life?
I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous.
Pretty
As
sure I
for
can take
Rosie's
him.
letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
Alright. Everyone has been getting extorted, understood.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever.
This isn't
You
even
can pass it on
extortion,
to anyone
this is
who may be
straight up,
willing
like,
to help. Harlow does not
Change.
like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Who will probably not be there. Just a hunch.
One never knows when.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Shocking. I wonder if something happened to her. Who could foresee that?
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Hurry, jump. Am I not allowed to jump? Thank you. Oh, now we can jump just fine.
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
What?
Revelio!
Oh wait, is it...
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to...
Alright. Interesting.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
I wonder what it could be.
Accio! A hidden door.
Shocking.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
Why though?
Revelio.
Could just kill them all though.
You seen that girl this bite? Everyone's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Stupid, arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Who says she's alone?
What? Rookwood will reward us for our loyalty, don't you
I
fret.
kinda just wanna... Hello everybody! Oh, you're much stronger than I thought you were gonna be. Can you aim at the one I'm trying to get? Oh, hi! Where'd you come from? Hold on to that money.
You're going to regret that.
I don't think I am.
Expelliarmus! Flipendo!
I won!
Hold on to that money. Oh, that's a bummer. Hey buddy. How you doing?
You will not survive this fight! What are you doing?
Ah, this is unfortunate.
There'll be more of that. Flash of inspiration.
No inspiration needed. Aw, thank you
Revelio.
guys. I appreciate the warm welcome.
Also,
What?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I think this is what I was supposed to do.
Revelio.
It is very dark, Ernest. Is that it? Just a single chest of gold? Okay. Got a lot of rats. I'd like to find all the optional stuff. This game
Revelio.
would be so bad. Okay.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio.
Hold on, Natty. I'm here to save you right after I find everything else.
Aloha Mora.
Oh, I bet it's in here. Thank you. I will take those. Oh, you're... Got it.
Mr. Rabe. Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you alright?
I am alright. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
I would really like to find the optional stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
No, it's
You
cool.
go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight.
Revelio.
These Ashwinders must pay.
Yeah, I hate to tell you this, it's kind of hard fought. But I gotta figure out where... Ah, this is definitely... You are as dear to me as... Oh my... Ugh. I agree. His voice foretells the coming of rain. You are as loved by me as a Krupp would be, whose loyalty is true and plain. You have cast a spell over my heart. I want it not undone. You've charmed me from the very start. You have always been the one.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back. Revelio.
You're so romantic. Gross. Why was there a stench on the day? Okay, so there's stuff up... Oh wait, I can just walk. Ah, found it. My dearling Otto, I have read your last letter. over and over, and am certain to read it again, each hour until we are able to meet. I dread the notion that I will not see you soon, but I am not without hope. I long for the day that our engagement can be shared with those whom we love, especially my dear father. Do not wonder at your wanting to wait until you are more settled, my love, and I know that you are doing all you can ensure that such a situation is within your grasp. Please allow me to say that these past months of being unable to share publicly the feelings which exalt me to the pinnacle of happiness have an existential challenge indeed. Now I am off to read your letter once more. Yours affectionately, Rosie. A bit much.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
I would be destroyed though. No.
Revelio.
Use it for blackmail. Oh, not that true. Noise that keeps happening. Let's go.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
I hope so, but I kind of doubt it, given that we're like only halfway through the game.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
You're right. We'll just do it ourselves.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I'm truly awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
Okay, so I think I learned how to deal with these guys. I've yet to actually test it out. Aw, you look so unhappy. Did I just kill it? Oh my god, I killed it.
Revelio.
He's dead now. For 500 gold. Oh, I did it again. Bummer. Well, at least it's these. Alright, so what do we got going on? Okay, that's probably what we'll go ahead and do. But first, let's go talk to what's-his-face. Nope, that's not really the direction I wanted to go, but okay. Alright, I'll be... I forget where you're at. It's here. Right? Yeah. Oh, I'll be...
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you.
Oh wait, this guy's... Oh wait, no. I might be able to still get to it. It's weaker than my stuff. Stronger. I need to go to the room. Oh, it's because I'm not high enough level. I was like, why is it dark? Oh shit. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to go back to the room.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
This is stronger. My character looks real dumb at the moment.
What are we looking for today?
I want this. Ooh, wait. You have some new ones as well.
That item is of the highest quality.
All of them are kind of lame. Okay, once I have.
Thanks for stopping by.
Those
Hope to
other
see you
ones
again.
Done. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the play. Oh, but that's all the time I have for this episode. As always, everybody, thank you so much for joining me for this. Love you. I'm proud of you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.